1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Shahla Malik. First, the headlines. Caretaker Prime Minister has reiterated government's firm resolve to wipe out menace of terrorism from the country. UN Secretary General has condemned terrorist attacks in Mastung and Hangu and called for bringing the responsible to justice. APHC leadership says Kashmiri people will never surrender before Indian military violence and its illegal occupation. Pakistan will take on India in the final of Asian Games squash men's team event at Hangzhou today. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has reiterated government's firm resolve to wipe out the menace of the terrorism. He stated this during a telephone call received from Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs of United Kingdom, James Cleverly, today. During the call, James Cleverly condemned terrorism attacks in Mastung and Hangu and condoled the loss of innocent lives. He further expressed solidarity with families of victims and hoped for speedy recovery of those injured. The Prime Minister thanked him and United Kingdom for their expression of solidarity and reiterated his government's firm resolve to bring those responsible to justice. United Secretary General Antonio Guterres has condemned terrorist attacks in Mastung and Hangu and called for bringing the people responsible for those strikes to justice. Speaking at the regular noon briefing at UN headquarters in New York, UN Chief Spokesperson Stephanie Durag condemned the terrorist attacks that killed more than 50 people. He said the fact that these killings took place during peaceful religious ceremonies makes them even more heinous. The United Nations Security Council has strongly condemned the heinous and cowardly suicide attacks at Mastung and Hangu. This has been stated in a statement issued by Security Council President Farid Hogza. The members of the Security Council expressed their deepest sympathy and condolences to the families of the victims in Pakistan, and they wished a speedy and full recovery to those who were injured. The Security Council reaffirmed that terrorism in all its forms and manifestations constitutes one of the most serious threats to international peace and security. The Security Council members underlined the need to hold perpetrators, organizers, financiers, and sponsors of these reprehensible acts of terrorism accountable and bring them to justice. They reaffirmed the need for all states to combat by all means in accordance with the Charter of the United Nations and other obligations under international law, threats to international peace and security caused by terrorist attacks. Caretaker Minister for Information and Broadcasting Murtaza Solanki says projects initiated with Chinese investment under CPEC in various areas have given a new shade to Pakistan's economy. Interacting with China Radio International, he said several infrastructure and mass transit projects have already been completed under CPEC, while it is now entering a new phase entailing projects like ML1 railway line. The minister said projects worth over $26 billion have been launched while new ones are ready to take off. All parties Hurriyat conference leaders and parties have said that Kashmiri people have been fighting against India's illegal occupation of their homeland and political injustice since 1947. In their separate statement, APHC leaders and parties, including Ghulam Muhammad Khan Supori, said Bharatiya Janata Party-led Indian government's systematic campaign aimed at bringing material and cultural change in occupied territory is complete violation of the UN resolutions and Geneva Convention. They said morale of Kashmiri people is very high and they will never surrender before Indian military violence and its illegal occupation. 2 warm-up matches will be played in ICC Cricket World Cup in India today. In the first match, India will play against England at Guwahati today, while in the second match, Australia will face Netherlands at Thiruvananthapuram today. The matches will start at 1:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Pakistan will face India in the final of Asian Games 2023 squash men's team event at Hangzhou today. Earlier in the semi-finals, Pakistan beat Hong Kong while India defeated defending champions Malaysia. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio.